Hello everybody, Cindy here with Dare to be Artsy. Thanks for popping in on a Monday night. Today we are going to do a fall card, something that'll be perfect for Thanksgiving. It's our Simple is Beautiful stamp set. We've had this a little while, but it's just a great one for this time of year. So we're going to do something with that. I'm going to wait and make sure I can see your comments before I really jump in and get started. So, okay, I see Sandy on. Perfect. Okay. And let's see. So for some reason, there's always something. I love technology. Hi, Becky. So, let's see, live chat. Okay, I'm going to be able to see your comments. It is not going to let me write anything on my side. So, at least I get to see what you guys are asking, and I'll keep taking a look and see if you guys have any questions. I will try and see them and answer them. So, hello. Again, thanks for hopping on. We're going to make a card. So, I can't leave messages, but you can, and I can see your comments. So I'll keep an eye out for that. All right, so we are going to do a center step die card, which many of you that are hopping on, hello. Many of you have seen this one before, but I'm going to do it again. We were out of stock for a while, and it just came back in. It's a really fun card. It's really easy to do. So I just kind of wanted to do that with this new stamp, or this stamp set for fall. Again, this is going to be perfect for this time of year. We're going to also color this, so give you some coloring tips as well for this. So let's just hop right in and turn the camera around. Perfect. So if you have not seen this die, it's called the Center Step die. It's going to make, this is a card that we're going to make. Well, we're going to use this format. So I love how it opens up like this. We also have a horizontal center step die as well, but we're going to do this one's the vertical. It's the original one. So what's great about this die is you do not need an extended plate. So any of your die cutting machines are going to work. And on the back, it tells you exactly how to line it up. This is exactly half of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So that is also nice. You don't have to have 12 by 12 paper or something that's bigger. It's going to work just with, the standard paper that you have. I like to have something that's a little bit thicker for this kind of card. This is going to be fine, but I wouldn't go much thinner than this. I don't know exactly what weight it is. I'm thinking maybe 80 pound. This one I think is like 100 pounds, so even better if it's 100 pound. But I wanted to use, instead of using my white cardstock, I wanted to use a color. So again, just don't use any of the really flimsy stuff. What I carry here in the store is basil. I really like it. It's also got a nice texture to it. You're going to take your die. You're going to notice there's two sides to this. There's kind of this open piece and then this solid piece here. If you look at the back of the die, it tells you exactly where to position it. So if I did it this way, it's not going to cut right. So I'll definitely look at your die for positioning. So what's nice, it's just going to fit down on the end. So I just take some washi tape, line it right up against the edges and right along the bottom. If for some reason you cut your paper slightly off a little bit, just center this and you'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Again, I do not need an extended plate. I'm going to go forward and back. Also, depending on the weight of your paper, before I take this off, I'm going to flip it over and just make sure I can see the score lines, and I can. They're kind of subtle, but I can see them. As long as you can see them, you're good to go. If I couldn't see them, I'd probably just run it through again. So you can see those lines. That's all you need. That's that easy. All right. Then it tells you in the instructions, just so you can see, mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. And what that means, I'm going to hold it with the cut lines down. So the bigger pieces up here, all the cuts and scores are down at the bottom of the page. I'm going to start in the middle. First one is a mountain. So I'm going to pinch it to create a mountain. I'm not going to pinch it really hard because I don't want to accidentally go all the way across. Then I'm going to put my fingers underneath here. Here's another score line. That score line doesn't go all the way over here. So that's why I'm putting my fingers in here and pinching. Just pinch a little bit. Go down to the next one. This is a valley, shows here on valley. So I'm going to use my nail and just push forward to create a valley. And then the next one, without going all the way across, just here and here, I'm going to do mountains. So now you have all of them started. Then I can start at the top again, and now that I've got it started, I can start to fold those down a little bit more. Can lay it on the table and just carefully squish it down. You have to adjust that a little bit, make sure it's straight. There you go. Now that's going to stand up. Isn't that perfect? Love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and decorate the paper, and then we'll build this. We'll do our flower last. Let's go ahead and put our papers on. The die set comes with all these different pieces to decorate it. So I've got, this paper is coming out of our Artzy prints. I don't have that in front of me, but it's our 6x6 pack of paper, which I think is really fun. So the black is here, like the rectangle, and then the scallop piece are all in this set. What's nice about that is you can then also use those extra pieces to decorate another card. Like, doesn't have to be this center step. I could, use this to add to another, like another A2 size card, or make it a tag. So I love these extra pieces. Oh, good. Pam purchased this today. That's awesome. Okay. Then the die set comes, I want to show you this. It comes with these vertical pieces. So those die pieces are right here. So this gives you, when you do it this way, and it gives you the piece for this, it gives you this nice open look. But I like to give you options and show you what else you can do. So we're going to, let's go ahead and, I'll go ahead and glue this piece on. And I'm going to line up the bottom edge with that, with these edges. So I have this nice border around the top and the sides. So let's go ahead and put that on. Okay. I like this mustard color here. Okay, again, like I said, the die here I could use to decorate the sides. But instead, I took a bigger piece of paper and I cut this to 4 1/8 by 4 3/8. Now, you really, if you don't remember those measurements, basically what I'm doing is cutting a piece that's this size and just making it a hair thinner or a hair shorter. So I measured this, it's 4 1/4, so I did 4 1/8 by 4 and, let's see, do it, and by 4 1/2, and so I did 4 3/8. I just wanted a little bit of yellow all the way around. So you don't have to remember that, just take your ruler and you just want to make it just shorter, like just shy of that. Okay, so with that being said, do this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide it in here. Now, before you glue it down, make sure you don't have it the wrong direction. If I did it this way, it's going to go too wide. So make sure you have your measurements right, and it's going to go in here and it's going to glue to those side panels. just like that. So I'm going to put some glue on here. I can go right up to the edge on the inside, but don't go all the way to the edge on the outside, because remember I cut it slightly smaller. So I'm going to slide this in and put that right there. By using the liquid glue, I can wiggle it a little bit if I need to, so you know you're in the right spot. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, now I can put glue on this side. Now when you're looking at this, you can see the green all the way behind that panel, which I think is just a fun look. Then when you open it up, you can put a sentiment or something fun here too. With this one, it's just open, so it's just different, and I like, again, giving you options. So that's what we're doing there. Okay, then I'm going to do the gluing first, then we can come back again and do the coloring. I cut another couple pieces, so this time I used the rectangle with the print and just white here, and we're going to put this on the inside of the card. You can stamp a sentiment on here if you wish, but I'm just going to do it plain for now. And then open this up, and this is just going to go on the inside. So you could even do like cut squares here, but I just wanted to use the same piece, you know, kind of repeat that. Then we have this piece here that I cut out. I could flip it and do kind of like this, flipping it on this side so I have the leaves and the polka dots. Okay. Then we have these flowers, but I'm going to go ahead and color. We could do this, and then I can show you the. Yeah, we might do that. I might go ahead and attach this, and then I'll show you. We'll color up this one with some other colors, but let's go ahead and do this card here. Kind of like that. Now, depending on, this is an A2 size card. If you're going to put it in an envelope that's an A2 for an A2 envelope, then make sure your flowers don't extend over the edge. We're also going to put a butterfly on here. You would not want it to extend over the edge. I'm going to make it extend because I want it to be kind of flying off, and I'll just use a bigger envelope. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to pop this up with some foam tape. And I've got scissors here somewhere. 1,000 pairs of scissors. Okay. So when you do this, just make sure you're not putting tape where it's going to, like I don't want to put it on right there. So. So fun to see you guys all hop on here today. Hope you guys have been having a really great week. Okay, pop. These little pieces are going to go flying. Okay, then I'm going to have it sit down here, bleed off a little. Just make sure that the foam tape is not going to end up getting stuck on something underneath. Now this butterfly, which I thought was really cute to add to this card, is a new die of ours. And I just had it out. Okay. So here is it's a new little die. It's only $7.99. It gives you all these little layers. So I think it should be in our what's new section. And I just like the detail of it. And you can even bend this up so it kind of pops up like that. And so I'm just going to glue right down the middle. And have that kind of going off like that. I kind of like that fall, kind of has that fall look to it. So we also have this little piece that comes in here. I'm not sure where I want to put this, but I also die cut just a plain white just to make this a little bit thicker. I'm going to go ahead and layer this up. We haven't put our words on here yet either. I have to figure out where we want to put that. So yeah, I'm glad you guys like this. I love fall colors, so this is just really fun. So we could, oh, I think I like that. Just tuck that in, have it coming out this way. Or we can add it to the inside. That's not a bad idea either, because we don't really have anything on the inside yet. So I think we'll do that. And then let's figure out where we're going to put our word. I've got thankful. So this has, what's nice about this set, you've got thankful for our family, thankful for you, simple is beautiful, thankful for our friendship, hello fall. You've got all these combination of words for this. So layer, just again, by adding this extra piece, it kind of, you can add even 3 or 4 layers and make it really feel like a chipboard piece, but I just cut one out. Okay. So, and then here's a little for you. So I think I'm just going to layer that. I think for you, thankful for you, down here in the bottom. That just kind of fits nice. And since I didn't give you extra dimension on that, I'm going to pop the for you up just so it stands out a little bit more. Okay, and then this is going to overlap. So it's just down here at the bottom, this thankful for you. I like that. Okay, so the outside's got a lot going on, so definitely want to put this little piece just on the inside, I think just down here in the bottom. Can't decide. Well, I think I'll put it up here. Could even do something on there. Decisions. I think I like that being just framed, and then you can write, you know, your message in here. And then with a little acorn, let's chunk this up a little bit. And I'll put that down in the bottom corner. So yeah, I think that butterfly is a nice little added touch. Again, just a really simple, it's called Build a Butterfly die. I added the links to those in the description. Okay, let's go ahead and just color just some fast little coloring tips on the flower. I've got some combinations here that I laid out. These are Olo markers. December, they have a new shipment of added colors coming out, which is exciting. Okay, let's see. I'm just playing with a couple different color combinations just because we can. So I am going to make this flower kind of some blues and purples. So I'm going to start with blues. I'm keeping it pretty rough. Let's blow it up a little bit. And when I color, I don't spend a whole lot of time on the coloring. Like, I like to do things kind of fast. Especially when you guys are sitting here watching. This is just simple, play with it. I'm going to add a little purple in here. Then I'm going to take my darker purple, and with the darker purple, I'm watching where the flowers, the little petals are falling behind the ones in front, so almost that dark purple just becomes the shadow. A little bit of dark in here. And then I can come back in, maybe I come back in with the blue and blend it out. Okay. And then maybe I'll bring it up so you can see a little bit closer. Because it's not going to be just flat color in there. So you can see what I did. I just kind of added, kept the light on the outside and just played with the little different shades. Let's go ahead and do these. I think the pink, let's do one of these, kind of the pink. And with this one, I'm going to start, I went light to, and then dark and back to light again. With this one, I'm going to add a little bit of the dark color in first. Again, I'm kind of finding the little petals like that are right behind, like in the creases. That's where the shadows are going to be. Okay. Then I'm going to go over that and brush out. And then I'm going to go in with the lightest color, this R53, and take it all the way to the edges. Then you can always go back in and fill it in a little bit more if you want it a little brighter. Remember, this is just paper, so just get out and play with it. And if you don't like the way it looks, just stamp it again and color some more. But that's kind of fun. I like, again, there's a lot of different variation there. And then we may not do all of them, but the green that I like the most is this YG. It's kind of this nice mossy green. And then the darker one. And we do have the Olos on our website too. I love that color. So this would take on a whole nother look, you know, if you want to go with bolder, brighter colors and stuff. But again, those greens I think work really well with that. So there we go. This is a fun set. The other thing I wanted to show you, well, this was a card I had done in the past. So if you go back and look at some of our YouTube videos, we'll have this card out there. And so Pam was asking, is there a conversion chart of Olo colors to Copic? There's not. What's kind of cool, the guy that started Olo came from Copic, because I've got a lot of Copic markers here too. He made sure that all of his colors are not already Copic colors. So there's not going to be this color there's not going to be this color in your Copics. There may be colors that are close, but they don't give you those, you know, so, but what's nice is you can add to your color palette. I've got my Copics here too, so sometimes I'll want a different shade, so I can grab a Copic. What's the difference between the Olos and the Copics? You get your colors in as a half marker. The ink, all your alcohol markers that you have right now have a felt core on the inside that holds the ink. The Olo markers, this barrel the ink is free flowing, so it stays a lot wetter because there's no, the ink just flowing right into the tip. And because there's no core on the inside, you're getting twice the amount of ink. So 1/2 of this is the same amount of ink as a full Copic. A full Copic is over $8. This is only $4.10. So it's half the price of a Copic, but you're getting the same amount of ink as a full regular Copic marker. So something to keep in mind for every 2 that you get. So you build your own, you get 2 light, you know, pick a light and a dark, you get a little connector, and so then you connect them like that. So again, I'm having a lot of fun with the Olos, and we carry all of them. But is that any other questions? Okay, so then, yeah, I showed you the butterfly. The other new ones are the Create a Cupcake, the Congrats, and the Thank You vertical dies. So just a couple other new ones that are out there, which are fun. The other brand new one, which here's the cupcake on here, and those other dies will fit, is the gift card holder. So we did this last Monday. We showed you how to make this. So don't forget to take a peek at all the What's New stuff. And I think that is it. So any other questions? I'm just kind of watching. You can go back and watch all the other Dare to be Artsy YouTube videos. Follow and like us, and when you subscribe, you'll get reminders that we're on. So every Monday night at 7:30 Central. And I think that's it. So this week, find some time to get in your craft room.